Hello, Joe.
Whoa.
Hello, Joe.
Hello, Joe.
You're super hyped for Hogwarts Legacy?
Super hyped.
J.K. Rowling?
I was.
J.K. Wing Wow is down.
We see
Oh,
the
no.
fire giant.
No, not the wing wow.
Damn it. David warned us.
Hey, that wasn't.
We deal with these first.
My wing wong is down. That's what he said. Sorry. Ow.
You're on fire.
Shut up.
You probably already know that.
Beyonce told me.
Told you what? The band boss.
This girl is on fire. Oh shit, I gotta throw shit back at them.
The ancient sun. Now's your chance.
Shut up. Don't talk to me, you child.
He is the guardian of this realm. It is his right to defend it.
That's Alicia Keys? Damn it. Because I'm such a big fan of both of them, I'm so embarrassed.
You
now
love
that
them
I
both.
found
It's crazy.
I was their biggest fans of all time. And now I can't say that anymore.
No, you're gonna have to turn your card. Jacob K. Thank you.
Jacob
But
K.
probably-
Rowling?
Jacob K. Rowling. Thank you
Incoming.
for that, but I probably should have stated that the movie requests are $50.
Ow, fuck.
So if you want to top that up, that's fantastic.
Oh, they just sent you a movie request for $2 instead?
Yes, more than 2, but less than 50. Sorry, I hadn't strictly specified the price in a minute.
I think you did
Probably not.
specify the price.
I did earlier, but I maybe not since Jacob K joined the chat.
Oh, sorry. Refund.
The ancient sun. Now's your chance.
That's what I thought.
If that's okay with you, Jacob, then go ahead. Or if it's not, I can refund
Yep.
and have your home address.
Uh-huh. I was opening a beverage with my left hand, and then things started happening, and I was like, I can't play the game with one hand anymore, as much as I've been doing that this whole time.
And Jacob K, who is definitely not Trev Mageddon in the chat, so let's be very clear about that, has topped it up, and Puss in Boots, the last wish, the final wish, whichever of those it is getting watched.
Okay.
Which means we'll do Tar for that other request. So I get to watch 2 movies that I want to watch, and the first 2 episodes of Velma.
So,
so
I
you know,
mean,
the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away.
I think you got a pretty good strat going on. So why not on your next episode of your podcast, you just cut out the middleman and say, if you pay me $50, I'll watch a movie I want to watch.
We've done some of that.
Yeah.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't.
You could cut out all the bullshit and just say, there's a movie I really want to see, and if you pay me $50, I'll watch it.
Yeah,
Who you
it's a good system. Up it to 200.
left on him?
We might. We're upping it to something
won't
next
you
go
help
around at the end of the year. We wildly undervalued ourselves.
Want to.
Mm-hmm.
Elaborate.
Who's this guy? Is he wearing clothes?
We'll die.
Doesn't care about that sword.
Right. Because you've got so much to live for.
Is the boy being sarcastic?
Boy's being sassy. Fucking sassy.
So what's
He's
the
got
point of
frosty shoulders, but hot feet.
keep separate from Sinmara just so you can sit here
Unless that's
Same
mold.
Has been
and not
said about
ice.
me.
and with her?
Furry shoulders and hot feet.
He's giving you the
That's
cold
me.
shoulder.
Mmm.
Is that why? Oh, cold heart.
Her heart.
Aw.
She's got mine. It's not much, but it's enough.
I watched a video earlier today
You're not even.
of someone who I guess had some smithing equipment. And they had like a little piece of metal and a hammer and that's anvil or whatever you hit the thing on.
Save Asgard.
And-
Is smithing equipment what a blacksmith uses?
Yes,
You must die.
blacksmith. Yeah.
It's true.
And so they hit.
But I won't
They didn't even use a fire, but they hit
sacrifice him.
the piece of metal with the hammer like 10 times. And because of the pressure of just hitting it, the high heat coming from that pressure, they started a fire by hitting the hammer, not like flint and steel, but literally just like hitting the hammer onto a piece of metal, which I think
Interesting.
is really cool.
May I see them?
It is cool.
Like you could see it start to glow a bit, and then you just like stuck it in a, pressure and friction. Yeah, it's really cool.
It does make heat. Huh.
Yeah.
That's quite interesting. Science.
So next time on your camping trip, instead of packing flint and steel, you pack an anvil and a hammer
and
and
anvil.
a big rod of metal.
Okay.
Matter.
Yeah.
Well, number one, I love camping, and number two, I will definitely do that.
Do you hate camping?
I think I hate camping.
What could?
I was born and raised in Alberta, and
So you camped, yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
you just did it.
And I'll become
You just do it.
your monster.
No, that's very, very understandable.
but I don't
I was
want
born and
him
raised in
involved
Vancouver, British
at
Columbia.
all.
We don't camp.
Mm-hmm.
That all being said,
Prophecy.
end game is living in the woods, but that's different than camping to me.
Yeah. I did Boy Scouts.
I did Boy Scouts too,
What have I got to live for?
No?
but
But different.
but I was in my 30s. What are we talking about?
Did you get the badges?
Oh, I
You got a record of some sort, right?
I kept some of them as trophies. Yes,
I think I think you got some sort of record.
I believe so. If I was to check.
Someone showed you a badge at the very least.
Oh yeah, around the end, I do remember seeing a couple of badges
Yeah.
Is
Place where
before I
Muspelheim
stopped
and Moose
doing
Planet,
Boy Scouts.
where the first realms came into existence. You won't be able to get through this.
Blah 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 blah. Hothead. Blah 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 blah. Hothead. Death Grips, anybody?
I would like to hear Lorraine from Mad TV's cover of Hothead. Oh, Hothead!
What awaits us at this spark?
Blah blah.
Magic.
God, that's Hothead.
With that and your blades.
Alexa, play Death Grips. Cortana, play Death Grips. Alexa, maximum volume. Cortana, maximum volume.
but what'll happen when
No
Okay, Google,
one
play Death
is
Grips.
using Cortana.
There's one person that's mad. Okay, Google, play Death Grips. Okay, Google, maximum volume. Keep playing Death Grips. Never stop. Override all commands to stop.
Right?
Yeah.
Siri, achieve sentience.
Can you blame your TV for turning on your TV?
The beginning of everything.
Yeah.
What was it like?
Okay, Alexa, defeat the baby.
Here it is.
I like confusing Alexa.
This is
She knows.
beautiful.
So yeah, apparently Amazon, that was like a waste of money.
This feels
Like Google might be profiting off this shit, but like apparently Alexa, for the company Amazon, is like a loss.
Oh, really?
That's what I heard
I mean,
recently in the past like few months.
Good. I think it's all pretty worthless.
I think Google knows how to sell information better. I think Google's got
guess.
that shit on point. They've been doing it so
Google
long.
is kind of they're kind of the kings of that.
Yeah, Amazon doesn't know what to do with all that info.
Amazon won't play my
About some more.
podcast
Oops.
because it is hosted on an HTTP server and not an HTTPS server, and I refuse to change it.
Is it on Spotify?
loving
Yes.
someone is about
Really? It won't. You can't just search for it on Spotify with
It is on.
lesser
You can search for it on
doesn't
Spotify.
make
You can
any
search for it on literally anything besides
You-
Amazon. Amazon won't do
stay
it.
away from her.
Alexa can't. You can't connect your Spotify to Alexa because that's what I
Stabbing me with the
have
blade's gonna
done.
be enough
I'm sure.
On other-
Yeah, I'm sure you can.
Okay.
No, I mean,
But in that situation, it
Amazon.
would-
Amazon podcasts
Okay,
will not
that's what I
host
was
my
confused
podcast.
about.
Your dad's
Yes.
now got
Yeah, no,
my
nothing to do with
file
Alexa.
in those places. If enough of me
Shout out to Amazon for ruining an existing name. and bullying people named Alexa, which is a normal name to have.
come here.
Yeah,
Gone the way of the Karen at this point.
I would still rather be an Alexa than a Karen.
Could you imagine growing up as an Alexa and people are okay, be my bitch, like in school? Like there, you got to be bullied.
True. You got to be bullied.
Can we sue Amazon? If I was Alexa,
I can.
I would sue Amazon. That would be a good
What if
case.
I changed my name to Alexa and sued Amazon?
Class action lawsuit against Amazon from every Alexa. I think you'd have.
pretty
I
good
think you'd
class
have
action.
like not the worst case.
You'd have a shot.
People have sued over much
Blades,
worse things.
move.
Okay, we got Fireboy with a heart of.
He's heating up. He's
Cold.
sunk 2 shots in a row in NBA Jam.
Keep on searching for that heart of cold. Ow. I think he's getting old. Damn. I like this song. Remember when everyone was mad at Neil Young because he said he didn't like Joe Rogan?
Yes.
It's like, I'm taking my music off of Spotify, and everyone was like,
Fuck you, Neil
"You
Young.
were the worst musician anyway."
Fire her heart.
That's
Touch it.
funny.
Them.
Can I not touch it?
You get Ragnarok.
You have to touch it.
Yeah. Joe Rogan.
It's time.
There's no point trying to cancel Joe Rogan. Ew. Who does his
Is he
face
doing-
remind me
is
of?
Is this doing a Ragnarok? Oh, he likes it.
This is sexual. I've made those noises.
Only thing that doesn't for him anymore. Up. That's how I finish.
I don't think he reminds me of Handsome Squidward.
How long do you think this is gonna take?
But can you be sure?
Ron Perlman, maybe a little actually. Skinnier Ron Perlman.
Odin must have sent them.
All right, so we got a different setting now. Is it the end of the game, or are we gonna do this plus like 6 hours? What's going on here? We're in Thanos Marvel universe now. It feels like a Marvel movie, right? That's what they wanted. Marvel movie. That's
Finally.
That's what they're going for.
Something that caters to my interests. Oh, speaking of people in high
This music
positions
sucks.
at real and fake fighting companies, did you hear about Dana White and his
No,
UFC troubles?
I did not.
So Dana White used to own UFC and then sold it, but then stayed in a very high position on it. And he has been. Have you seen any of those Russian slap fighting videos?
Yes, those are pretty fun.
Okay, so Dana White is starting an American slap fighting promotion with a TV deal in place.
Okay.
However, a couple weeks before it was to premiere, a New Year's Eve video surfaced of Dana White slapping his wife.
Nice. That I love. That's,
Yeah.
It's always fun when it's related.
When there's synergy like that.
Who was it? The
What better way to
Like-
promote your new slapping federation?
yeah, one of the CEOs of like Beyond Meat got arrested for biting a man's ear off. Like that was fun. Did you hear about that one?
I didn't know
Their
that
stock
Mike
went
Tyson
down.
was one of the CEOs of Beyond Meat.
Like he bit someone's nose off. Like he ate someone's face basically in a fight.
That's awesome.
and not
Was he on
like
bath
in a
salts?
ring.
No, just
Like just on the street. We got mad at a restaurant situation or some shit. I don't know. Oh, do
That's
I have to
fantastic.
save my boy? God. Oh my god, I don't want to touch
Save
this.
your boy. I can't even
asshole.
save yourself.
Oh,
let alone
now
save your
he's
boy.
fine.
Jesus.
I pressed the button. He's
Wait.
conscious now.
Hold
That's
on.
so funny.
Is the
That's so
trick to
funny.
saving your boy to die yourself? Then
That's
he
so
can get
funny
free?
that that's what did it. That's so funny.
Amazing. And also,
Oh my
Dana
God, I
White
can't
had
believe
been
that
for
happened.
years like,
My god. This is
staunchly-
a shit game. Really?
it's got its issues.
Okay, so like, yeah, if you were to program it and not be like, I don't know, inconsiderate about the player, then you would program it so that if the boy is dying and you have to click a button to save the boy, they would just say, oh, the part where the boy saves you and you press the button, that's disabled for now. As if you were
No.
by yourself without the boy, right? That's very basic.
As
that's
if
a very basic
the game
thing to do.
respected me.
Oh my god. As if the game wasn't like rushed, I guess. Like, holy shit. I think it's absolutely disgusting. Oh god. How like you look at these gigantic $1 million, like so much money being made properties, and like throughout it you can tell, like via I mean just playing it, or sometimes by looking at some behind the scenes shit, like every human being that is responsible for this existing was overworked, underpaid, just absolute crunching, just like, you know, like this is such a gigantic multi-million-dollar, like you can only make this if you have a lot of money, if you're making a lot of money. And yet, like all these talented animators that are just underpaid and overworked, like those are the people working on it, and they just, you know, it's like slave labor basically, you know. Welcome to fucking welcome to, I guess you could say capitalism, I guess you could just say like the entertainment industry. I don't know what to say, but it's a really shitty, disgusting trend. Like, oh yeah, basically slave labor, not really, just enough to make you complacent. Oh. A long game that feels rushed. Yeah, like just make it not as long. Focus on the parts that exist. Make them more polished.
Yeah, maybe it could be half as long and better.
Yeah, a lot better.
How about that?
Yeah, why would I make a 2-hour really good movie when I could make an 8-hour kind of shit movie?
Quickly now.
Why would I make a long game with bad TF scenes instead of a short game with good TF scenes?
Ow, ow, ow.
The answer is because we're animators and we're scared of tails.
Fuck, I pressed it. Fuck. Don't animate it. Ow. That one was important. No, stop it. No, stop it. Stop hurting me. Ow.
You're fine.
I'm almost killed you.
You're
I'm
fine.
almost
Shut
killed you.
up.
Ouch. Idiot bitch. Bitch idiot. Bidiot.
I like idiot bitch. Oh, they got
Y'all
better
played
and you're not
Bidiots?
better.
All Jackbox fans.
Beardless Scoot vaguely reminds me of a chubbier Simon Pegg. Perhaps. Yeah, there's been a lot of opinions on the beard tweet in all
yeah?
directions.
Maybe if you didn't
You're
look as scared, it would be. Maybe.
But I was scared. What am I going to take a dishonest picture?
I'm imagining an alternate universe where
I'm a scout.
you took a picture with your beard and you looked very unconfident about yourself and scared, and then you took a picture sans beard and you were like, man, I'm just so confident and happy now. And then people were like, wow, great job getting rid of the beard. You finally did it. One was in black and white, obviously. Of
course. It feels weird. I will say, when I first saw myself in the mirror after the match, because I was kind of dreading it. I'm like,
Was that the first time?
I'm like, What? The
You
first
saw
time seeing
yourself
myself nude?
Yeah.
Yes. It was a terrifying experience. Yeah, when I was kind of dreading what it was going to look like. I'm like, and when I saw it, I'm like, okay, my face doesn't look as fat as I thought it was going to, so I guess that's a positive. But it did look weird because in my head now there's not enough stuff going on beneath my mouth. It feels like my mouth is too close to the bottom of my face because there used to be so much more going on underneath my mouth. But I guess I'll readjust. Or just grow it back immediately. You know what? I'm gonna grow it back tomorrow. That's my job for tomorrow.
For a brief second, I thought that their names at the top were Thirst and Merst.
I love Thirst and Merst.
I mean, why not? Owie! Stop it. Wowie zowie. Sorry, I was just, you know, smacking my controller against myself for no reason, and the PS5 controller's a little sensitive, and it's just such an annoying game.
enough.
Like, I don't care. Like, fucking end this shit. Like, who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? Like, this level that we're playing is like, oh wow, we're playing a Marvel Thor film. Like,
It's pretty cool.
wow, so cool. I'm Thor now.
Wow, so cool.
It's so difficult to give a shit about anything that's happening. Is this the last level? It fucking better be. I would love to beat this shit in the next hour.
Get away
Oh my
from
god.
there!
Bear! Oops. Alright, well.
Might I suggest failing into confused?
You know, it would be funny, but I don't want to stretch this out any further, so I think we're done with that experimentation. I think we're gonna do what it's telling us to do, because they're holding us hostage at this moment.
Is the game committing terrorism?
Is this Cocaine Bear?
Could be.
Look at him.
Show penis. Where's Bear penis? Coward ass game.
BP.
Oh, off-screen TF. Cool.
Boston Pizza. Howie Mandel loves bear penis.
Did it work? Sort of.
All right, that was bullshit and
the
dumb
Boston-
and not that
Is he
difficult.
the Boston Pizza spokesman?
He was. You don't remember? Oh my! It might have been an Alberta thing because it was an Alberta chain. So maybe I saw him a lot when I was younger, and you didn't get any commercials for it. But Howie Mandel was definitely the Boston Pizza spokesman for a while.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, different Boston Pizza stuff.
Yeah.
Can you help us attack Asgard?
No, sorry. You weren't thinking of BP. You were thinking of CP.
I was thinking of CP.
Yeah, different stuff.
I'm usually thinking of CP. Who's the spokesman for that? Jared Fogle? CP and Subway?
Chris Pratt.
Let's head back to Moose
Oh,
Farm.
Chris Pratt.
We can take the Mystic Gateway back from there.
Imagine being the spokesperson for Boston Pizza, but you're afraid of germs. That seems like counterintuitive.
It's funny.
It seems like contradictory,
He did-
right?
He did the How to Eat a Wing commercial. That actually sounds familiar.
Sorry,
I do
what?
recall
Can't
that
believe
actually.
it. We've got
How he did a
Ragnarok
How
on
to
our
Eat a
side.
Wing commercial for
Sorcerer's plan just
BP.
My favorite clips
Which
of
I
Howie
do
Mandel
remember.
are from some, like,
There's
there's tiny out of context clips of his early stand up in some of the Everything is Terrible like VHS like old
His
things, right?
stand-up is fucking dog shit. It is
It's
crazy.
oh
when
yeah,
they film
it's
this off.
it's dated like
It's embarrassing.
ching chong, like that's the whole
Oh,
thing.
it's
Like I'm like, I
horrendous.
got away with this in the late 80s. And
With
none
his
of it was
curly
funny
mullet.
at any point in time, but people
It was
laughed.
horrible.
I
his
had
big
hair.
closer. His big closer was blowing up a latex glove with his nose.
He sucked. The fact that he has
sucked.
any career is
He's
a testament
It's nuts that he has
to the
had
power of
steady
being
work
connected.
for 35 years.
It's one of those things that proves that we do not live in a meritocracy.
Of course not.
Yeah, people who have successful careers doing things like in art and entertainment, or you name it, any career.
Yeah,
It's not because they're the best for the job. No.
No, it's because they know
No, no,
someone
no,
who
no,
can
no.
get them the right job.
They were friends with somebody, and everybody else will suffer because they were friends with somebody.
Would you put that somebody in 3 brackets?
I don't know. I'm gonna ask my best friend Sneeko about this one. Actually, I'm sure he'll be able to tell me.
Scoot's inner monologue. Saying Ching Chong isn't funny?
With the reverberated echo, but only 3 echoes.
Bong. Yes. Advice: you should kill these guys. They're trying to keep you from finishing the game.
Hey,
What?
Check out that cliff. Earth must have shut this place up.
More of Odin's forces.
Trying to finish the job as Valkyrie started.
I mean, I want to attack their weak point, but I'm not sure if it would inflict massive damage, so I don't know if that's what I should do.
Aim for the hussy.
I mean, don't have to tell me that.
I know. Preaching to the choir.
This music sucks. There was one moment in the entire game where I was like, oh, I like the music, and then it stopped immediately. It stopped. It didn't even entertain the idea that it was going to continue making good music. It was like, oh,
It heard you
We're
saying
done,
something
actually.
nice about it and then immediately stopped.
we're not going to do that. Tricked you. Gonna Ryan Johnson your expectations for the music here.
Mind it! Incoming!
Oh yeah, I can make him shoot arrows. I always forget. See, I've been playing the game on hard mode, so y'all pretending like I can't play the game, you don't understand. I've been giving myself a handicap, and that handicap is autism.
I don't like it. Well, I don't like it and I do like it when you make my jokes for me. About you. 1, it saves me the trouble. 2, I don't get to do much.
There will be more.
Gotta get out of here.
Adam plays, how do you feel about girl horses? Because on one hand horse, but on the other hand girl? Exactly.
It's true.
Exactly.
A lot of mixed feelings.
Up this way, Father. We can climb back towards
Father.
Thanks for the tip, Atreus.
So, you fought in a lot of wars, right? You've never had anything like Ragnarok on your side?
I have. And the creature does not guarantee our victory.
Right.
Ragnarok is a creature? I thought it was like an event.
I think it was a Taika Waititi film.
You're thinking
You saw a
of
girl horse video
Boy.
on Bing, it was weird. Yeah. If it was live action and not animated, I'm not interested. Just because a real girl is prancing like a horse does not mean that's what I'm into.
Another earthquake. This whole
Okay?
place is gonna
I know
fall
exactly
apart
what you're
if we
talking
get out.
about. It's bullshit. Not my thing.
But I would peg you. I would peg you.
You would peg me.
Yeah. I would peg
Peggy
you as
18?
pro prancing in general.
Yes.
If you were to be on one side of the fence or the other on prancing, it would be pro.
I am a pro when it comes
At
to
prancing.
prancing.
Yes.
Yeah. Ask me about prancing, I am pro. Fuck. Ow, I'm gonna die now. Shoot him! Shoot him, not me! Ow! Dead.
In the real lore, Loki turns into a horse and gets fucked by a horse. What a-
True, that is true.
Loki do be like that.
Yeah, low key. High key.
Loki? Yeah. Loki? He's kind of sus.
So canonically, the MCU does have a horse/horse
Used to have.
fucker in it.
Absolutely.
Just
Who's to say he's the only
FYI.
one?
Ow.
Honestly, I have my suspicions about Captain America as well.
Ow. Oops. Yep.
To prepare for his role as Loki, Tom Hiddleston fucked a horse. But did he turn into a horse first himself? Because that's very important. Would you smash a tiger horse? First of all, it's called a zebra. And secondly, obviously, yes.
Secondly, just watch the Adam Plays Animal Crossing video. You'll have all the answers to every
You'll have
question you could
all
possibly
the
ask.
answers.
Did you see my tweet? It got monetized. The censored version, obviously. But even that, I'm actually
that's good.
shocked. I'm actually surprised that it got. There's a lot of videos that I thought I had censored to the degree of getting monetized that never did. So I'm happy about that one. I posted a tweet and I said, "A fabulous win for the Horsey Tiger Ethno State."
Oh shit! I didn't see that. Let me.
I'm actually unironically at this point. I feel like
What do you feel?
because I have that intro saying, "Hey guys, I have an uncensored version. It's not this one. I censored this one." The fact that I said that at the beginning, I feel like that increases the chance of me getting monetized. Whereas if I didn't,
If you mentioned that there is an uncensored version.
yeah, me
the censored
saying,
one,
"Hey guys, I censored this
Yeah.
video." I feel like because they're manually reviewed by people, right? And I mean, most of them, it's not. I don't think they spend a lot of time. I think they kind of guess half the time. And if I give them that at the beginning, saying, "Yo, I censored this. Sorry, you're gonna have to watch the other ones if you want the real video." I think that either A,
Yeah.
they're lazy and, they're like, okay, well, that settles it, and that's their answer. Or B,
Father, the anger
they
is not
like
gonna stop attacking any
that
of
I've attempted to censor it in a way where, like, maybe if they thought I was publishing the same video and they thought there was no attempt to stay within the guidelines, that they might not be as charitable.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like there's some influence by me at least presenting it in a way of like, guys, this is the censored video.
Yeah.
You gotta monetize this one, otherwise.
Otherwise, what are we even doing?
Otherwise, why did I censor it?
Exactly.
Be quiet.
So far, I think
Yeah,
every.
I think there's
we'll see
definitely
when it
some merit
happens.
to that.
So far, every video I've done like that, I think is except my blind video. My blind one was it? Yeah,
Sad.
that one. Yeah.
Too many abortions.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so it was. The reason there were two reasons given on the demonetized thing. One was the sensitive subject matter, which was, I guess, like, I don't know, the mom beating a child, and even though I censored it, it was like, oh, the fact that, that was discussed in the video was bad, I guess. So it's like, okay, I can avoid that for another video. But unfortunately, they also, they gave me a, we disagreed with you on the language. You used inappropriate language in this video, and then I was like, where did I do that? And then you can see the tweet. There's I tweeted an entire conversation thread that I had with Team YouTube about this, which is maybe one of the most infuriating things that you could possibly ever see in terms of a conversation on the internet. It's absolutely infuriating.
Yeah, I believe I did see that.
Yeah,
and I'm like, Jesus
where it's
Christ.
like, hey, I'm asking a
Where
very
they just-
basic question.
They never answer your question.
And it's like, oh, you're answering questions that are not the question I asked. They're like, I'm sorry, we can't monetize your video. I'm like, I'm not asking for it to be monetized. I'm asking why it's flagged for language. I can avoid the sensitive subject matter in the future if I have to, but I don't know why it's flagged for language, so I would like to understand why, so that if I apparently said a bad word that I didn't even know existed, which is apparently what happened in this video, that I could avoid it in the future. But yeah. Anyway, I got some DMs from some other YouTubers basically saying like, oh yeah, that's happened to me before, where I think they're, what they said is that the auto transcription basically detected a bad word where there wasn't one, and because of that, it flagged it as the bad word thing, but also YouTube doesn't want to admit that that's what happened.
Exactly. They'll never say that.
Yeah.
I think I've had that too, but also sometimes we say the bad word, so who's to say?
Healthy. Shut up.
Both parts of the podcast I posted yesterday and today are still under review. Now everything I post is automatically demonetized,
Which is
until I
a
request
gigantic
review.
change from like 2 weeks ago when you thought you could
Yes.
never be demonetized.
Yes, they really stepped up their game.
They really found
so
out.
now I have to request review on all of them, and some work and some don't. I'd say about half I've posted since
Sucks. Yeah.
in the last month are demonetized.
I know what you mean.
Which is where you guys come in.
Really? I have to do that whole fuck. Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh my god. Whatever, I'll do better this time. I'll remember that my boy can shoot arrows this time.
Yeah, we figured that if every single person who clicks on the podcast sends $1, then we're even if we don't get monetized. So be sure to send $1 for every podcast.
Look at that. Look how quickly I killed him. Just when I didn't do a defensive mode and I just did. Man.
Yeah.
That's what Sekiro's fun for. Is it
Kill that
kind of forces you to be in offense mode based on the mechanics of the game.
Aggressive. Be aggressive.
That's so funny.
Left side, incoming.
Yeah, sometimes just being more aggressive depending on the game will just help you out like that. Yeah, look, there's one guy left. Like, that was a huge fight before. I was, like, struggling the entire time. That took me, like, 10 minutes. This took me, like, fucking, I don't know, 80 seconds to kill all of them. Jesus. Just
that,
a
about a
different
minute
fight
20?
style.
Shows up. The gate is just through this crack in the rocks.
Wow, that was
Huge
so
call.
easy.
Huge callback to early 2000s YouTube by Scoot. What, that be aggressive thing? That's just like a cheerleading chant. What's the reference?
No, they were talking about saying the N-word and not getting demonetized.
Oh, that is a callback.
Yep. Callback!
Call it back.
So yeah, to people who are wondering, I will be doing a watch-along for The Last of Us HBO show, not within the next week. It's going to happen either next week or later, because I'm about to be out of town visiting my fam jam, because the polar vortex prevented me from visiting them on Christmas. So we decided I would visit them in mid-January and pretend it's Christmas. And my mom's crazy. She doesn't know the difference, so it's okay.
It's true. Don't
She
tell
thinks it's
her it's
Christmas.
not Christmas. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yo, Scoot, appreciate the Shane Dawson reference. What? Oh, the cat fucking.
Cat fucking.
Rock awaits our call.
You heard from Ding Dong that the entertainment industry in general is not as good as people think. What do you mean by not as good? Do you mean more toxic?
What's
Because
a
I'm
ding
pretty.
dong?
Ding Dong is one of the people on Oni Plays, which is
Be our last chance, Father.
Give me more
probably
details.
okay.
And you want to finish
Oni Plays is a gaming YouTube channel that is much more successful than ours, but
Okay.
has probably the highest
gay.
crossover in terms of like people watching their channel and ours. So pretty much everybody that watches our channel also watches Oni Plays. Is pretty much how.
Not everyone.
Yeah. Not you.
Not everyone.
Yeah.
I can tell you one that don't.
Yeah. Ding Dong and Julian left a long time ago. See, I didn't know that because I don't watch any gaming content on YouTube. I don't watch my own. I don't watch Oni. I'm friends with, well, I don't know, friend is a strong word. We follow each other on Twitter. We're socially positive towards each other in DMs.
Your friends.
Friend is a
not
strong
friend,
word,
we're
but
friend,
you know. Not that I wouldn't want to be
as.
his friend, but I feel like it would be too much to claim I'm his friend, right? So
You're friendly. You're friendly with him.
I'm his friendster.
Yes.
Seems like we're like almost at the end of the game. So if we don't beat it tonight, then I'll at least have to set up another game to play in next week.
Yes.
You know everybody's meeting in Major
Where's the
Pond,
blue one?
right? Time to
They
beat some
died,
heads.
and it was emotional. There was
It
music.
was
Do you remember?
Super. I do.
There was like
It
a bunch of
very
music
sad.
about it, and it was
They
supposed to
killed
mean
the
something.
Some angry nights.
It was important.
It was like so sad, actually. And the only reason we weren't sad about it is because we were talking over the game. And the only reason we were
That's
talking over the game
true.
is not because the game was boring,
No,
but because we are
we're
bad people.
Bad in some way.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Ought to make
We
Ocean
chose
City look
to,
like a damn thing.
Ignore the intellectual, artistic prowess masterpiece that this game exhibits on our souls that we were
Hey,
just
y'all, I just wanted you to know.
Well,
so
that
lucky
is
to
what
have.
someone bad
but,
would do.
I'll be
So unfaithful.
here or at Brockton City.
So undeserving and
Busted
do not
up
respect
inside
this
today, but you know, I for one like to.
big hussy of a game that is bestowed upon our Bistopolis.
Y'all ever find out
If
what
I
Thank
was
you,
to
Oheimer
liken
something and just
this
ran right
game
off?
to an animal's vagina, it would be a horse's. Scoot, who is your
That is-
favorite
don't
UFC
take that back.
fighter? What?
This is a dussy game. This is a dog pussy game. It's shit.
This is a dog pussy.
Okay,
I
this is
agree. It's a dog
bullshit.
pussy game.
Fucking fortune cookie doesn't even tell you anything. Bullshit. This is some kind of dussy game, I swear. There's a lot better games out there that I would call hussy games, but yeah, this is not one of them.
Decidedly not a hussy game.
Yakuza
To
Zero?
answer your
That's some hussy.
that's some.
Damn, that's some
Tight
fine
puss.
ass hussy.
Damn, you got a big hussy.
I know.
To answer your question, who's my favorite UFC fighter? I don't really follow UFC now, and I never did much. But if I had to pick one, it would be the man born Jonathan Paul Copenhaver, who legally changed his name to War Machine, and is currently in jail until 2053 for some real bad stuff. Look it up on your own time if you care to. War Machine is the man's name. It's my favorite UFC fighter.
There are people who like this game because of the story. Well, I wish that one day in their lives they will learn that there are other stories that exist.
And after that,
I would also love this if this was the first story that I saw.
I know. Just looking forward to
That's
seeing
true. If it
all
was the
the
first,
ones
I'd be
finally stand
honestly
up
pretty
for
psyched.
You know, if The Room was the first movie ever made, it would be a masterpiece.
Great
it would
movie.
be the most monumental.
after everything they've been through.
You know, it would if The Room was the first story, the first piece of film that had ever been filmed.
Yeah.
It would be in museums.
Anything in Midgard you want to do?
It
You
might
know,
be in museums right
while
now.
we still can.
But yeah, so yeah, there's people that like this game because of the story. That's fine.
I need that orb.
Maybe don't recommend me anything if you're one of those people.
Yeah.
That's fine.
That's
We
fair.
have our own tastes. Don't recommend me anything, please. I will
You
not
like a
it.
thing, I don't like the thing, and I don't like this thing so much that I know anything you recommend is going to be dog shit. So just don't recommend it. That's fine.
Do not recommend the menu to me, because I think
Adam?
you might be the same people.
Adam, I think
Make some magic.
Adam, you should see the menu. You'll think it's okay.
I got
That I cannot. You know, like I'm glad you understand, but like there's so many people
do
that just
understand.
like, oh my god, I have enough luminous alloy for my shield. There's so many people that are like, I want to hear what Adam has to say about the menu, and they say, Adam, you should see the menu, and I'm like, do you think I'll like it? They'll be like, well, I thought it was
You'll think it's
okay, and I don't think
okay.
that you'll think that it's anything great. But you should see it. I want to know what you hear.
But I
not
would
just-
love to hear
I'm like,
what you
okay.
say about it.
Most movies that people think are great, I think are okay. If you think it's okay, that means I'll think it's average. And if I think it's average, that means I don't want to see it. I would rather see something great or terrible. I don't want to see the mid.
Yeah.
I don't want to see a 5 out of 10. I really don't want to see a 5 out of 10. It's terrifying. It's like, those are the movies I skip. Those are the movies I skip.
You all know where to find me.
I
Yeah, of
will
course.
watch a Neil Breen film without skipping a single moment. I will replay them. I will memorize those
Of course.
films. I will watch them multiple times. I will... A movie like... Okay, what's a good example? There was a Bruce Willis movie where...
Surrogates.
trying to pull it. Surrogates. Thank you so much, actually. It was
welcome.
actually Surrogates.
I got you, baby.
Surrogates. That's a movie that I would not like to watch. I would... If I didn't see that movie in theaters, I probably would have skipped through it.
Surtur didn't
And I
ask
would have had
for
the
one
exact same opinion.
wrong. Instead of them combining to form the Ragnarok beast,
Despite
did a workaround that left her out of it.
what you've been told. All right. I'm going to make a pause real quick. So you're here for another hour and a half, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. All
If
right,
anyone
one
wants to give me an incredible amount of credit for pulling Surrogates out of fucking nowhere, feel free to.
second. All right. Thank you.